One of the ways to rapidly define test cases after setting up the PTF workbench is the use of the export-import utility using Excel. For example, you may want to create multiple vouchers, add multiple suppliers, etc. So something which is repetitive in nature. So let me show you how it is done. So let us start with logging into PIA. So once this logs in, let me navigate to the PTF workbench. So the navigation here is Navigator, SCI PTF, Workbench, Setup, and Test Case Utilities. So I am going to take here an example of adding a supplier uh, to demonstrate this functionality. So I'm going to look up on SCI. I'm going to look up here on SCI APT 005, which is the test case for adding a supplier. So first let me make a copy of the existing test case. So let's click on download test case and let's open it here. So this is a default test case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make copies of this. I'm going to make 3 copies of it. So let me call first one first, the second one is second, the third test case name is third. So let me change the supplier name here. Let me call it first call and change the short ID here and call it first. And similarly, I will change the second supplier name, the short name to just second, and the third supplier name to third call. And similarly, I will change the short name to just third. So let me go ahead and save this. I will just save this here on the desktop, replace my existing file, and keep using that format. So let's go back to the test case utilities and click on upload here. So let me browse, choose the file I just modified and click on upload, and let's just wait for the message for it to get done. So now the upload is completed. Click on OK. So let us navigate here back to the PTF Workbench tool and let me click on the test group. So here I'm going to add a new value and let me call it AP multi supplier. Let me just click on add and let me call that add multi supplier. So let me choose the parent folder here, which is AP scripts. Click on select. So SCI APT005, these are the uh, ones that we just added. First, the default, let's run the test cases we just added, which we called first, second, and third. So let me choose the second. Let me choose the third. Click on save. So once it's saved, let's click on the execute button. Would you like to execute the test case? Say yes. And here, click on proceed. Yes, so enter the password, click on proceed. So process instance ID has been created for us. So let's click on the process monitor, and currently uh, the app engine is queued. So let's just wait for this to get done, and we will later go on and verify that the data that we just added is indeed added through the navigation from. Let's navigate to suppliers and see that the three suppliers that we added are indeed here. So let me navigate to suppliers. Supplier information, add update, and then review suppliers. So the set ID we used was share, and let me search on the short name. So if we call the first one we added first, so here it is. So click on search. So this one came up, and let me search on the second supplier that we added. So let me click on search here on the second. So the and search, and as we can see, the second supplier that we added here is also showing up. So let me look up on the third supplier, and there it is, the third supplier that we just added. And so let me go into actions and maintain supplier, and then you can see that all the details were populated here uh, using the Excel utility that we used. So thus, using a default test case, we were able to uh, duplicate the test case to add more suppliers at one point in time. Hope you all enjoyed this small demonstration. Uh, Thank you.